Okay, so my teaser for this was why the jersey in the That 90s teaser trailer has to be either really wild or from at the very, very earliest 1998. But technically, if we were being practical, it would be from 2001 at the earliest because number 30 for the Green Bay Packers, by all superstar rights, is my man, Ahman Green, who we didn't even acquire until 1998. So that's that. He wasn't really a true league Pro Bowler and superstar until 2001. One of his coming out party games was actually the classic Antonio Freeman. He did what? Monday night game from November 6, 2000. The Monday Night Football before President George Bush II got elected. That's just a random factoid. I'm really not trying to get into politics, I promise you. I'm basically a purple libertarian that thinks both parties can suck it and, whatever. But, yeah, so... And even in that 2000 game, Ahman Green only got to start because Dorsey Levens was hurt, one of my other, running back heroes. So that makes the number 30 jersey in that style particularly weird and interesting for their teaser, because if it is Ahman Green, at the very earliest, it's 1998. And if this kid in the show has a number 30 Ahman Green jersey in 1998, it's because he's only recently moved to Wisconsin from Nebraska. The college football program Ahman Green played for, the Tom Osborne, Nebraska sides. Which, while technically a rival of my Oklahoma Sooners, is the respectful rival. It's easy to, cherish and respect Nebraska, whereas Texas and Stillwater can go to hell. So... So yeah, that's your shout out, Nebraska. So either this kid is a crazy Nebraska kid, recently moved to Wisconsin, it's an Ahman Green fan, or two, the jersey's just freaking wrong, or three, most interestingly, it's a William Henderson jersey from when our fullback wore number 30 before acquiring Ahman Green. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember exactly when it switched, but Ahman Green himself might have actually, when he got traded from Seattle to Green Bay, bought William Henderson a steak dinner to get him to switch out of the number 30 jersey or whatever, because during the Super Bowl years in 96 and 97, our fullback William Henderson wore number 30, but I grew up with him wearing number 33, so slim possibility it's a William Henderson jersey, which would put the show about where that 70s show started, which would be, considering the style it is with only one sleeve stripe, it would have to be 1997, which, if we're remembering that 70s show, I believe they started roughly with about 1977, and then once they hit about season 3 or 4, they had to create reasons for it to still be the 70s, since they had screwed up not starting from like 71 or whatever. So that's an interesting possibility. The reason I'm going on about the sleeve stripes is that the 1996 Green Bay Packers and their Super Bowl win against the New England Patriots, those jerseys had double sleeve stripes. Now, the team's worn both styles multiple times over the years, over the decades, but I want to say, it's hard to say for sure, but I want to say in 96, the double sleeve stripe look was the primary look all season. So if we're going single sleeve stripe, that means it basically has to be either 1997 onwards. In the early part of the 90s were double sleeve stripe, if I'm not mistaken. I could be slightly mistaken on how often we wore double sleeve stripe, but just another one of my observations. Storyline wise, from the Green Bay Packers perspective, I hope that it's actually like 1991, 1992, so we can hear Red Foreman go on and on about how horrible it is we traded a first round draft pick for a third string Atlanta Falcons quarterback that's going to go on to throw 500 respectable touchdown passes. Only 480, whatever I can technically appreciate, because that's how many he threw from 92 to 2008. But the damn Minnesota Vikings ones don't count, so he ended on 486 or whatever the hell it was. You know, that would just be magnifique. Perfect. It's 1991 and Red Foreman's about to be bitching about the Brett Favre trade. If you want to split that difference, it's 1993 or 1994, and we're talking about the very beginning of the really good years of the Green Bay 90s, so just depends on how they've incorporated the Packers into the show outside of just the jersey. Like, what era of the Packers are we talking about? I know the Packers themselves, to the sitcom, are just a background character. They're just set dressing. But, hey, can't blame a guy for obsessing over the details, right? I mean, come on, that's what we're here for. And Kelso would like me to point out we just passed 6 minutes, 9 seconds a few minutes ago, but that was 2 or 3 sentences ago, so yeah. Fun. Alright, that's 70 show nerds and Packer fans. That's the rant. That's the TikTok. Thank you.